Hi everyone. Today we'll be demonstrating the mixed market modeling agentic solution that is developed by Infogain on Databricks. And this solution automates the human intensive phases of triple M development and deliver production ready model, and which is doing the reduction in model building time by 50%, right? So let's dive into the solution, what we have built, right? So this is the business problem that we are trying to solve for retail clients. They would like to increase the media spend on retailer e-commerce site. Manufacturer collaborated with the retailer media mix model to simulate optimized spend and drive online and offline volume of new customers, right? So for this business problem, what we have done is we have solved three business problems. First is with the data. The data is always fragmented and massive, right? So we are uh, disparating data sources and obscuring to channel impact on sales performance. Then in the modeling process, this MMM modeling is very slow process and iterative process until we get the optimal solution, right? So that's we are solving with the Databricks capabilities, and which is impacting in reduction of a lot of 50% of the time. And then in decision making, we are helping the business users with the whatever the optimization on spend scenarios that we are performing. So this is how we are solving the business problem. Let's uh, talk about the next slide, Sandeep. So this is the purpose. That's why we are building this solution on Databricks specifically. Right. So why Databricks to answer this problem? Answer this problem, right? So this Databricks provides a lot of capabilities, be it Mosaic AI, Unity Catalog, the Delta tables, and workflows. Whatever we need, right, for the table modeling that is available on Databricks, and that's why we try to build a solution on Databricks, and the benefits are right. So we are having the faster pipelines in cost efficient manner. Right. So, and why we have utilized the agents, so wherever manual process was there and wherever decision points were there, so we are leverage the LLMs for faster decisioning and reasoning. Uh, and overall, we have utilized the Mosaic AI agents, and we have built this solution utilizing the agents and what it delivers. So this solution delivers faster insight to impact, right, and measurable ROI lift to the business users, with more explainability and where with more governed linkage. So these are the scenarios and use cases are there in triple modeling. So with this data, right, so we are doing the EDA and solving the data analysis problem, and we are doing performing the trend analysis, and agent is able to scan all the trends, auto profile the trends, and find the lineage and insights in the data, and gives us that analysis, right, which is required to, so which model to we have to build, what are the trend, what can be the non-media contributing variable, that's what we are getting to this trend analysis scenario. Then in the model optimization, right, so this model, as I mentioned, right, so this model building is iterative process, and here setting up the custom priors and tuning it's a iterative process, and model is with its reasoning capability is trying to uh, optimize it by its own, and finally give us the solution. And third scenario, what we are trying to solve is the budget allocation and containers. So using the results that we got from the model, right, whatever the coefficients we got, so how we can do that optimal spend, right, for higher sales. That's what we are getting. And agent is optimizing all the budgets, where we should put the budget to get the optimized sales, right, and better ROI. That's what we are trying to do here. Uh, so this is the our accelerator overview. We are trying to solve this problem in 5 phases, 5 to 6 pages, and in this we are trying, so manually it used to take earlier 8 to 12 weeks to solve this triple M problem, and with this agentic solution, within just 2 3 weeks we are solving this problem with lot of human uh, touch points, right? So this involves data preparation where we have utilize certain agents, the discovery phase, the modeling phase, the validation, optimization. So overall, these are the phases that involved, and for each of the phases, we have introduced certain agents. Let's take a deep dive into the agents in the upcoming slides. Yeah. So this is the overall process flow, and this is what we have tried to solve with the agents. So bit in segmentation where we are pulling the raw data, we are performing the analysis, and we are suggesting the categories. So see, this is the raw data, and we are suggesting the agent is suggesting that on this particular categories we should do the modeling, right, and to get the better sales and spend by analyzing all the data, doing the correlation and sites and whatnot, right? So it suggests the groups. Then we are moving to the discovery phase. We are where we are trying to identify major events, the durations, the reasons which are impacting the sales and all factors, right? So this is a trend scan agent, and it identifies all this data and gives us that insight. So where we should add the non-media variables, etc., and how should we go for modeling, right? So then we are moving to the estimation where we are estimating the price, feature engineering, the outcomes for ML model, right? Whatever the uh, numbers are there, whatever the parameter numbers are required, that we are sitting here in estimation, and then we are moving to modeling phase where we are providing this modeling parameters to the model, and we are building the model, right? And again, this model performs that modeling, and again we observe the what are its results. If the results are not optimal, it tries to optimize that until we get that better R square or MIP values, and it runs in loop, right? And it gives us the finally tuned model. And then in next phase we are performing the optimization where we are running multiple dynamic scenarios, and for category scenarios we are suggesting the budget, where we should put the budget for the optimal gain, right? And then in the delivery part, whatever the process we have done, right, so that we are compiling into documentation and presentable documentation and inside the full documentation, and we are putting all the results there in certain decks and all, right? So let's talk about the architecture of this process flow. So this is overall component architecture is there. This is the high level picture. So this data of triple M modeling, it comes from a lot of sources, right? We all data, bit digital store data, then all this data we capture through certain in between data sources, lot of cloud data lakes so we are utilizing, and then we are ingesting finally to our delta lake, where we are utilizing this data for all this modeling process, right? So this is a component architecture here. The key point is we are utilizing the Mosaic AI gateway. um, in Mosaic AI, particularly Unity Catalog, to the tables, the models, to Unity Catalog functions. We have developed the agents no, for which we have used Black Graph orchestration. We have utilized the LLM using Mosaic AI model serving. We have orchestrated, or we have traced the logs using the ML flow, and all it's built on the Databricks notebooks. And finally, Mosaic AI gives the capability to observe the agents where how they are running, and uh, where it is failing, and how it is performing, right? And then we are able to do that agent evaluation with that, and the guardrails. Obviously, it comes with the Mosaic AI itself, right? So that's why we have utilized the Mosaic AI here, and in the consumption layer, we are preparing certain outputs in the Excel, PPT, and Tableau format, right? So let's move to the agent deep dive. So these are the agents, and this is how the workflow look like, right? So user interacts with the database UI, be it a notebook or the playground. It just triggers that flow, and it runs automated, right? So the supervisor, once we trigger it, supervisor agent takes care of all of these things, right? So be it segmentation, be it trend scanning, and then estimation and modeling or optimizing or insight generation, right? So for each of these things, right, so there are certain input parameters, and there are certain outputs are coming, and at end of the all this workflow we are achieving our end goal, right? So okay, This is our Databricks cluster and environment where we have built this solution. From the sources, we are loading the data into, as I mentioned, into the Delta tables. So the majorly two tables are two type of data we are utilizing for this solution. First is the weekly stack, media category weekly stack, from which we are getting the category level analysis, subcategory level analysis, and suggesting the model groups based on the categories where we should do the modeling, right? And then in this the second table is media available sales spend. This is the modeling data where for each of the tactic we are getting all the sales and spend data, and you utilizing this. We are building the model. So this is where we are. This how we are utilizing the Unity catalog, and using this data we're building the model, right? So these are the agents that we have developed. Okay, so the agents, as I mentioned, right, so agent covers the orchestration, and then the individual agents that we have built. Each of the agents perform its own task and executes this input data, and as I mentioned in workflow, and then it generates certain outputs, right? So this is how it works. We have to just trigger that orchestrator agent, and then it generates the output, right? So in the orchestration, if you can observe, right, so this is the solution, and this is how just we have to run this orchestration, and it runs the overall pipeline, and it generates certain outputs. So let's go to the outputs, Sandeep, how this solution have generated the output. We have taken the dump, and so this is how the agent dumps the solution on Databricks volume itself. In this agents, we have utilized all the Mosaic AI capabilities, and finally we have dumped the solution. Let's observe the solution for segmentation agent, how it has performed. We can observe the segmentation nodes here. So in the segmentation here, it captures how it has performed that category level analysis, right? So these are the categories we are getting, then how it is performing that group level and brand level analysis, and finally how it is suggesting the groups. I said these are the model groups, and for which we should do the modeling, right? So the next agent is the trend scanner agent, right? So in the trend scanner, where we are detecting the anomalies and all. So finally, this is how we are generating the summary utilizing the LLM, and this is all in text format. But let's observe the uh, charts, right, where actually we can see the anomalies, right? uh, so utilizing this anomaly data, we are predicting those non-media contributing variables, which is affecting the modeling performance, right? So this is how it is helping us to achieve the modeling goal. So let's talk about the estimation agent, where it predicts the estimates, right? So this estimates, like this, the estimates are there. How much trials should there, what should be the bounds, what should be the alpha beta gamma values, and the bootstrap values, and a number of parameters, right? So this is what we are predicting, and using this we are developing model, right? So let's get back to the slide once and again. Let's overview the agents, all right? The agent slide. Next one, yeah. So see, this is how this until the baseline estimation. So I am just came back here because uh, where how the data is flowing, that I want to give you the idea, right? So in the modeling agent, so till baseline estimate, it just do that pre-analysis, right? For the modeling, and then we are actually performing the modeling, the optimization, insight generation, etc., right? So let's go back to the outputs, Sandeep, where we have performed the modeling. So when we have performed the modeling, so these are the outputs that we have generated, and the key attribute output contains like this coefficients, right? So what are the coefficients we got for each of the tactic? So this is one of the important aspect always we look into triple M modeling, right? So then there are certain metrics, and then certain response curves, etc., we observe with the elasticities and all. So these are very ML level more metrics, and then here comes the business level. So in the optimization agent, where we are running the multiple scenarios, dynamic scenarios for budget allocation, where we should put our money to get the optimal results, right? Optimal sales and optimal numbers. So this is how, utilizing the data and the LLM capabilities, we are able to get that numbers where we should put the numbers, and to get the optimal gains. And then we are having the insight agent, where we are like documenting all stuff, that whatever we have performed, right? So we are generating certain excels here to give those numbers, what we have performed exactly. And then there is one deck, right, that is giving us the idea of what were the modeling results, what were. So these decks are customized for each of our customers. Whoever is leveraging this solution, so we are utilizing the templates and the UX and all. But eventually, this data gets filled into it to observe the results, right? So these are the pure technical diagrams that we have added here, and according to template, we are customize. The agent is able to customize this to get the solution, right? So let's go back to the deck, Sandeep. Uh, so this is what our solution look likes on the Databricks, right? And this is the our demo, and thank you.